guys, it's me, Caitlin, and this month we're going to be talking about how to get over your horse show nerves. So everybody gets nervous, even trainers. If they tell you they don't, they're lying. It's a pretty normal thing to be, nervous in front of a whole bunch of people. So I thought it would be good to go over a couple little tips to help work on those nerves and stuff you can do maybe for your first horse show or whatnot. So number one is make sure when you're practicing at home and with distractions, because there's going to be a ton of distractions at a horse show. So don't be, set yourself up where there's a lot of stuff going on and see how your horse handles it. Some horses are going to be a little bit more flustered with the announcing and all the other horses moving around. So if you're at a quieter farm, maybe haul somewhere that's a little bit more active so your horse can have some distractions. But that's a really good place to start, because when you take your horse off farm to a horse show, there's a lot going on. Number two is to go to a horse show that you are planning on attending. Like if it's a local show series, maybe go to that horse show without your horse and just see how things work. Watch the classes that you're interested in going in and see, how things run, what the timing is, so you can set yourself up and know, what kind of routine you want to set. Which leads me to my next. Number three is to plan ahead and make sure you give yourself plenty of time. You don't want to give yourself too much time, because then you're just kind of standing around waiting and probably making yourself nervous. So, when you go to watch that horse show, see what time your class goes and try to gauge, like, okay, I want to get here at, 8 o'clock in the morning, give myself 30 minutes to an hour to school, and we'll be ready for our class. So make sure you know that, and then plan out like a little routine of like what you're gonna do when you get there. Usually when we first get to horse shows, we leave the horses on the trailer, go check in, get our numbers, get signed up, and then we go back, pull the horses off the trailer, and start getting them ready. And then we go ahead and school and warm up, giving ourselves enough time to run back and get a drink, offer the horses a drink before they have to go in for their class. So kind of having a routine in your head is going to be pretty helpful as well. Number four is bring somebody with you for your first show, whether that be your coach or a good friend. Have somebody there that can kind of help you on the ground, make sure you're not running late for your class, can pay attention to the how the show's running, and maybe give you some pointers here and there, give you a little pep talk or whatnot. Number five is to just breathe. When we get nervous, we get tense, and then our horses are going to feel that, and that's not going to be fun when you go into your class. If your horse is already nervous and tense, then you're just going to feed into that, and it's just going to kind of snowball. So make sure you breathe, take a couple minutes, find a quiet place to go hang out for a minute and just kind of relax and breathe. And then last but not least, ride like you do at home, and don't be worried about making mistakes, because that's all part of the challenge of a horse show. Is we go there to challenge ourselves, see what we need to work on. So when you go in and maybe you're riding a pattern or you're in a flat class, ride exactly like you would at home. Don't expect things to go perfect, because they're probably not. I think when you set the bar really high, it's gonna, lead you to sometimes a little bit more disappointment than you had planned. So if you kind of go in with the mindset that, we're just going in here to kind of see what happens, we're gonna get some pointers, get some stuff to work on, and go home and work on it, and the next time we'll come out and be better. I think that's a good mentality to have. That mindset, and kind of visualize what you want your class to look like, whether it be, like I said, your rail class or your pattern class. Kind of visualize going in and what you want it to look like in your head, and try to ride that same way. But I think that's really helpful when you go in. So like I said, hopefully that first horse show is always kind of nerve-wracking, and sometimes the third, fourth, and fifth ones are nerve-wracking too. So it's okay to be nervous, but we also have to learn how to control those nerves so we don't cause our horses to get more anxious than they need to be, and then everything kind of snowballs. So hopefully these help you, and leave me a message or a comment if you need any additional help. And thanks for watching.